Hi everybody, Nicole Strausberg, Premier Leader. Jackie asked me to come on and help with explaining how I posh, as she said, how I posh the world. Now, I don't look at it as me poshing the world. I look at it as a small town girl poshing her small town world. And that's literally what this is. So I am in a really rural, small area in eastern Colorado, and in order to grow my business, I had to get really creative, okay? And what that entails is I literally hand out business cards everywhere I go, everywhere. So if I stop at a restaurant, I'm handing out a business card. If I am at a rest area or a gas station and I use the restroom, I leave a business card on the counter. I know that sounds really disgusting, but you would not believe how many people I've actually had place orders after seeing my business card and using the sample in the back after washing their hands. It works. Gross, but it works. I also leave my samples at tables if we eat out at a restaurant. If I go through a drive-through somewhere, I usually hand them a business card, and I tell them, like, pamper yourself. Take some time for you. And at first they look at me like I'm crazy, and then they usually try it, and then they usually get in contact with me. Sometimes not. Sometimes I don't hear from them at all, but sometimes I do. So when I'm shopping in a new area or outside of my bubble, which is often because we have to go grocery shopping and Walmarts and all the things, right? I don't have that here where I live at all. I have to drive like 2 hours away to hit those. So when I go to those areas, I keep business cards with samples and sometimes little sample packs, most of the time little sample packs. And I will literally like people watch while I'm shopping. It drives my husband crazy. But I people watch. And I find that really stressed out mom or that lady that just seems like she's going 90 miles an hour everywhere she goes. I find those people and I approach them and I just say, it looks like you're having a really hectic day. I'd like to give you the permission to go home and pamper yourself. And I give them this little sample pack. And inside of the sample pack, it has all the stuff for a face and a mask. It has some shower gel now because we have the body wash, so it's got some of the body wash in there. It has body cream. It has lotion. It has all the wonderful, yummy things that you need to pamper yourself, okay? And I give them permission to take some you time, and I give them permission to pamper themselves. And 9 times out of 10, I'll hear back from them that evening or maybe the next day. But I always, always, always approach somebody. My checkout ladies at Walmart or at Sam's Club or any place like that, and they look really stressed because they just have like, well, me go through. And I usually have, if I'm at Sam's, you guys, I do like once a month shopping, and I have like 2 carts full of stuff. So they're stressed out the second they see me hit the line with them. And afterwards, like, I pay for everything, and then I hand them a little bag of samples, and I say, thank you so much for your help today. I really appreciate it. I give you permission to go home tonight and pamper yourself. And they're like, what? And then they understand what I'm saying, and they're like, oh, okay, thanks. And 9 times out of 10, I'll hear from them either that night or the next day. Sometimes it's a little bit further out. They look at me like I'm really crazy. I let them know like all of my information is in there, and I'm not some crazy person, and that I genuinely just want them to have a good pampering session. They usually lay off at that point. When I went to the salons to get my nails done, I would do the same thing. I would go in and I would wait for that stressed out person. You all know who I'm talking about. You all know how we look when we're stressed out. We just need a minute, right? Like, I wait for them to sit down and start woo-sawing a little bit, whether they're getting a pedicure or a manicure done. And I finish up and I just kind of like people listen and watch, right? And when I find those people, I give them a business card or I give them a sample pack, and I give them the permission to go home and pamper themselves. We sometimes don't take the time for ourselves because we don't give ourselves permission. We have all the things to do. I have dishes, I have laundry, I have my 3 kids, I have a dog, I have a house to clean, I have a bathroom to scrub. I have all the things, right? All the things. So we don't always give ourselves the permission to pamper. So I've learned that whenever I hand these to them and I'm giving them the permission to go home and pamper themselves, they use that as a get out of jail free card. And they take my permission to pamper themselves and they do it. Again, this is how I do Posh in a small area because I've had to get creative with it. I even do this at my grocery store. I do this at my mailbox. I do this everywhere. Like, I literally, anytime I'm somewhere, I'm handing out business cards. Unless I know I've business carded them out, and then I don't normally, like, continue handing out business cards. But if I haven't given somebody a business card and I realize I haven't given them one with a sample on it, I make sure that I've got those always in my purse, always in my wallet, always on hand so that I can hand them out again. I hope this helped a little bit. Put together some sample packs. Give somebody the permission to pamper themselves and see what happens. You might be really, really floored at what comes of this. I've had parties booked. I've had hundreds of dollars in sales because of it. I've had new VIP members. I've even had new teammates join because they see how easy it can be to share Posh. So don't be scared to step out of your comfort zone. Share with everybody you meet. It pays off in the end. Even if you feel like you're that crazy Posh lady, they're going to see the products for what they really are. And they're going to ignore the crazy woman that tracked them down in the middle of the grocery store. Or man, I guess. Have a great day, guys. Bye.